Hi guys, welcome back. It's Donwozi here, and in today's video I bring you my Fortnite Aim Trainer version 2, the long awaited. People have been asking for this since about a week after I brung out the version 1 map, so without further ado I bring you the map. Just a quick note that for all the people that wanted me to try fix the FPS issues, I have not managed to do that and keep the map's structural integrity or design, and also with adding a lot more aim exercises, yeah, that became a big problem. So I apologise to the console people if you can't handle the FPS. I am going to make a mini version of this map, which won't have as many aim exercises, but it will, be better for FPS. Also, before we get into the video, I'd like if you could check out my YouTube, is @Donwozi, or check out my Twitter, which is @Donwozi_BTW. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you have comments on my map, you can either type in the comments, or DM me or @ me on Twitter, and I try to reply to every comment on the previous video. There was a lot of comments, but I will try to reply to every single person. Also, the best way to reach me probably would be on Twitter. So if it's important and you want to, contact me, then do so on Twitter. Also, before I get into showing you around the map, I just want to mention my supporter creator code, which is Donwozi_BTW. And everyone using it or that would like to use it, maybe you like the map and you want to support me, because it does support me a lot and I really appreciate it, then I would ask if you would use my supporter creator code. Thank you very much to anyone that does. So without further ado, we are going to get into the version 2 of the map. So as you come into the map and you drop down, you have the guns scattered around here in chests, and you also have 4 different categories of aim training. But like I said in the previous map, every category is not like bad to have one loadout of weapons. So say like you want to go into the sniper part with an AI, you can do that. Any sort of different aim training. I just categorized them like this, so people had a benchmark to go through. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. I'm just going to pick up a few guns from around the map. Also, for anyone wanting to get outside the map, we do have a secret door there, which is under the stairs if you want to go out and build and stuff like that. People requested it in the last one. I'm just going to pick up my guns and then I'm going to take you around the map. There is a scar in there. Picking things up is so buggy in this game right now. And then I'll grab a scoped AR as well, because I like the scoped AR. So we got the first aim training we're going to get into is the AR and shotgun. We have tile frenzy, and we have moving targets. We also have 360 tile frenzy, which I kind of messed up on that because it's meant to say 180, but I'd already published the map and I want to get it out as soon as possible, and I don't want to keep republishing. So you'll get it when you get in there anyway. I'll just show you around the map. The changes I made in this one is I made all the targets stationary until you shoot them, and they have different respawn times. So they will get a lot more random as you go around shooting them. And then in the next one we have the moving targets. What I've done with this one is I made the wall bigger and made less targets, so you have to it takes more precise movement than the previous one, and obviously bigger movements than the previous one. The next one is the 180 tile frenzy, which is meant to be a 180 tile frenzy and it's not. It says 360, but that's just me. I've tried to rush the map out because a lot of people have been requesting it. And yeah, on this one it's the same thing, just different size targets and stuff. And then if you want to get out, you can either respawn or you can build a ramp. So through to the next bit, which is the shotgun SMG part. We have various different you know, things. This one is more for tracking and flicking. What I like to do on this part is either do jump shots and track my enemy or flick between them. And then what I like to do after that is, you know, see if I can track with SMG. Hit him with a shotgun shot and then try tracking with my SMG. This part is very difficult. And then we have more of the same in the next room. The movements are a bit more random because it's more of a tighter space. And then, you know, if you're done with practicing that, you just come out to the back wall, track this guy, and then, you know, kill him. And then this bit I like to use, you can use any gun here, like ARs or, you know, yeah, just your SMG or just your shotgun. What I like to do is go around the room, switching between my shotgun and SMG, just to get used to that switch. And then for the next two rooms we have flicks and weapon swap and jump shots. If you're not seeing this in a map before, this is originally I've seen this on Sailage's map, and what he tells you to do is like try headshot these guys and flick between them. Another thing to do is, like, I like to do jump shots or switch between my AR and SMG. I mean SMG and shotgun shots, and try getting headshots. The next room is for jump shots. We have two rooms for jump shots, which is one tile high, and then the next room is two tiles high. Just a suggestion, I would not, if you want to, you know, keep practicing your jump shots, then don't connect to the outside wall, or do not connect to the floor. And then all you have to do is when you come back round, you can just edit it out and edit it out at the other end, and you will not need to, you know, break anything on the floor or like that. You can just keep trying your jump shots. And then the next part, we have a practice course, which I'm not going to go through it because it'll make the video like 20 minutes long. Basically, it's just, you're just going through using different movements, you know, to practice your shooting. This one, for example, is like jump shots. What I like to do is flick between, you know, when I jump to the target, try to get a headshot. And there are various different like exercises as you go around. So now I'm going to go to the next section, which will be the AR and SMG tracking. In this bit we have close range tracking, the next one is medium range tracking, and every target has different speeds, so different like types of tracking and stuff like that. And the same with the medium range tracking, obviously it's just further away at different speeds. And then on the end one, it's alternative movement tracking, which there's just enemies that are doing, you know, different sort of movements to practice different styles of tracking. And also, the next room is stationary target. So if you hadn't heard of, I would check this guy out as well, Gertzy or Gerzy. Tifu played his map on stream and it became really popular. He does a really cool combat course. It's like an aim map, but it's also a combat course where you build and, you know, stuff like that. And I got this idea from him and I thought it was really good. Basically, you go on an ISA, get the ISA, and this takes you down each room, and then all you got to do is just hold in and, you know, track the target that's in the middle, and it gets progressively harder as you go down. I've only done 3 rooms, and then this part will just take you back to the start of it at the bottom of the ramp, and then you just go up and start again if you want. So the next part is AR tracking, and this is at different distances and, you know, different movements and stuff like that. So the idea behind this is to, you know, just get your AR tracking down, and I like to just hold in free aim and track it like that. Just a quick note that some of these targets do bug in creative, so if you come in a map and they're not moving, you have to you know, kill the target, and then when it goes down and comes back up, it'll start moving again. So then now we're going to go through to the sniper slash range part of the course. There ain't many in this. The first one is like a tile frenzy for the scoped AR. Obviously, like I said before, the more you go through, the more you kill the targets, the more random they become. But I have put them on really fast. So the next one is different type of. First one we have 50 meters, 75 meters, and then 100 meters. This is just like an intro to the last part of the course, and just to you know, check your distances and, you know, different sort of drops and stuff like that. Like, obviously I missed that. I'm actually terrible at sniping, so it's just the same as you go through it, but just at different distances, so you can, you know, judge bullet drop and, you know, things like that. And then last but not least, we have the actual sniper combat part. You can use your AR for this bit, you know, for different sort of tracking and stuff like that. Just note that some of these targets are one shot, and some of these targets have like 5,000 health. But these ones are bugged right now. The ones that have 5,000 health are bugged right now, and they are supposed to be moving targets. But if you just keep shooting them with the heavy snipe, they do have 5,000 health, and then when you kill them, they come back and, you know, they start moving then, and then you can practice different shooting on different movements and stuff. I like to use AR, scoped AR, and, you know, heavy snipe on this bit. So that is the map. That is everything in the map. Again, I will be making a console version. I don't know when, so I can't give you an exact time, because I am by myself making these maps, so it does take me a while to create these maps and make them like I make my maps so I'd like them, so hopefully you guys will like them as well. So yeah, that's more or less the end of the video. If you like the video, please leave me a comment, leave a like, you know, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. And like I said before, best way to contact me would be on Twitter. So that's me out. Thanks guys, see you later.